There's something about a ride like this that takes a man back. Not back in a bad way. Back to a time that still feels fresh in your bones. Today reminded me of rides from years ago, when the land stretched out like God intended, wide open, honest, uncrowded. You could look across a field and feel like the world still had room to breathe. Back then, a lot of these places weren't just houses sitting on a piece of property. They were homesteads, family land, places where roots went down deep. Your granddaddy worked it, your daddy kept it, maybe the kids were going to carry it a little further down the road. And the neighbors weren't stacked shoulder to shoulder. They were fields away, not feet away. That kind of distance did some good for people, I think. Gave folks room to breathe, room to think, room to live without always being tangled up in everybody else's business. Maybe that's part of what I feel on this ride today. Because when the road opens up, the sky opens up, and the land rolls out the way it was meant to, it has a way of washing some of the clutter off your mind. Quit carrying every little thing so tight. Quit trying to outrun thoughts. You just ride. And sometimes that's enough. Sometimes a great riding day isn't about where you stopped or whether the road was famous. Sometimes it's just that feeling that comes over you somewhere between the curves and the quiet. That feeling that says plain, simple, you've been blessed today. Blessed with good weather, blessed with a good machine under you, blessed with freedom to point it down a 2-lane and let the day unfold the way it was meant to. And the older I get, the more I believe that's not a small thing. A day like today ain't something to rush past. It ain't something to take for granted. Because there's a kind of peace out here you can't buy. You just recognize it when it finds you. Maybe that's why rides like this stay with us. Not because they were loud, not because they were dramatic, but because for a little while, the road, the land, your own soul seem to be speaking the same language. And on days like that, all you really need to do is keep riding and be thankful. So follow along as I ride this beautiful stretch, South Carolina backroads. Highway 29 north out of Gaffney, 329 south to 105 to 211, on to Asbury Road, over to 150, and back to Gaffney. And I'll see you down the road.
Humming under me, coffee in a paper cup. Sun crawls over red line slow, smoke blue hills just waking up. Dew still on the handmade signs, fresh eggs, trout, rooms by night. Mailbox names I can't pronounce, wind keeps tearing through my eyes. I'm just roaming the back roads in the Appalachians, chasing every curve like it's my last one. Gravel in my teeth, freedom in my lungs. Yeah, I'm roaming the back roads, me and this engine. Let the small towns fade into the canyon. I don't need a map to know where I belong. Yeah. just watching on. Rust red barn with the roof caved in. Someone's past, halfway gone. Radio that cuts in and out. Preacher, fiddle, static rain. I kill the noise, just hear the road talking in a high frame. I'm just roaming the back roads in the Appalachians, chasing every curve like it's my last one. Gravel in my teeth, freedom in my lungs. Yeah, I'm roaming the back roads, me and this engine. Let the small towns fade into the canyon. I don't need a map to know where I belong. Yeah. Up ahead, that hand-painted arrow points to some forgotten town. Hey, maybe there's a bar and a store, and maybe I just circle back around. I'm just roaming the back roads in the Appalachians, chasing every curve like it's my last one. Gravel in my teeth, freedom in my lungs. Yeah, I'm roaming the back roads, me and this engine. Let the small towns fade into the canyon. I don't need a map to know where I belong. Yeah. 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 low and main. Chrome glinting, kick the beast awake, feel the machine. Dust kicks up from red clay, a familiar cloud. Open road whispers freedom, gotta get loud. Twist the grip, let the engine whine. Carolina backroads, this Harley's mine. Wind in my face, sun on my back, leaving the worries on a dusty track. Yeah, twist the grip, feel the power ignite. Rolling thunder, chasing the fading light. South Carolina hums beneath these wheels, this open highway. How the freedom feels. Smell of pine and river water, thick and sweet. Leaning hard into the curves, feel the heat. Pipe singing low, a rebel steady song. Ain't no destination, just where I belong. Passing fields of cotton, wide and wide. Got this whole green world stretched out beside. Twist the grip, let the engine whine. Carolina backroads, this Harley's mine. Wind in my face, sun on my back, leaving the worries on a dusty track. Yeah, twist the grip, feel the power ignite. Rolling thunder, chasing the fading light. South Carolina hums beneath these wheels, this open highway. How the freedom feels. Just the rumble and the rhythm, tires kissing the asphalt, heartbeat matching the pistons. No map needed, no thought. Twist the grip, let the engine whine. Carolina backroads, this Harley's mine. Wind in my face, sun on my back, leaving the worries on a dusty track. Yeah, twist the grip, feel the power ignite. Rolling thunder, chasing the fading light. South Carolina hums beneath these wheels, this open highway. How the freedom feels. Thunder fading, sun dips low, miles behind, nowhere to go, just the road, the hum, the ride. Carolina backroads, open wide. Just the road, the hum, the ride. that big bike into the dawn. Cold gray morning, highway rolling on. Camera running, face into the wind, thinking old thoughts I've been carrying again. No script waiting, no polished line, just motor noise and a working mind. Some men talk loud just to be heard. I let the miles go first, then the words. These two-lane reflections, blacktop lessons under open sky, big twin talking, white line walking, trying to tell the truth while the world rolls by. Yeah, these two-lane reflections ain't no show, just a rider getting by. Seen chrome shine cover hollow steel, heard big talk from men who don't ride what they feel. I ain't chasing noise, I ain't selling a pose, just calling it straight the way a long ride knows. Some days freedom feels hard and thin, some days peace comes rumbling in. Somewhere between the doubt and the grace, a man finds out what he can't fake. These two-lane reflections, blacktop lessons under open sky, big twin talking, white line walking, trying to tell the truth while the world rolls by. Yeah, these two-lane reflections ain't no show, just a rider getting by. And the road don't care about the games men play, it'll strip you down by the end of the day. Wind in your chest, engine in your bones, you learn real fast what can carry you home. These two-lane reflections, old road rhythm and a worn-out prayer, big wheel turning, still hard learning, find a little peace in the